Bulawaye, Tavwa, we love Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Bulaminaka, I'm Linda Form. I studied Suva. I love listening to Today FM because they play latest music and they rock.
Hi, my name is Osnate. I'm from Ba. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Bula, I'm Makereta from Nandi. We love listening to Today FM. Here in Nandi, it rocks.
Hi, I'm Shania. I'm from Lotoka and I love Today FM and it rocks.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
Yandawinaka, Fiji. In this bulletin, Fiji economy in safe space, says government. Post-mortem done as investigation continues. And Plaza starts rectification works.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Edwin Nunn.
Minister for Economy Aya Sayed Kayum has indicated the Fijian currency is in a safe space. Speaking in relation to the recent weakening of the Australian dollar, Sayed Kayum says this could cause a recession and have an effect on our tourism industry. But the advantage for Fiji is that we are not fully integrated into the global market. After the US-China trade war ramped up over the weekend, the Australian dollar has sunk to its lowest point in a decade, falling to about 67 US cents in trading on Monday, the lowest since 2009. Australians make up about 50% of Fiji's tourism arrivals, and Sayed Kayum says we are, in a way, buffeted too.
We are somewhat buffered in a way. And we need to be able to be resilient about it. You know, we saw a few months back, there seemed to be a bit of panic in the market. Interest rates were going up for deposits. There seems to be a bit of scramble. That's all stabilized now. Our liquidity is in excess of $600 million, nearly double to what it was at the end of last year.
The post-mortem examination of the 5 bodies that were found in the Nosuri Highlands in Nandi on Monday has been conducted. Police investigators are still going over the findings. Police have in the meantime interviewed a number of people as investigators try to gather more information to establish how the victim's car was found abandoned in Votualevu, Nandi. The bodies of a 63-year-old carpenter, Nirmal Kumar, his 54-year-old wife, Usha Devi, their 34-year-old daughter, Nileshni Kajal, and her 2 daughters aged 11 and 8 were discovered on Monday morning in the Nosuri Highlands. A 1-year-old, also found at the scene, remains admitted in hospital. Over 7,000 applications under the Social Benefit Scheme were terminated in the last financial year. Social Welfare Director Rupeni Fathiaki revealed to FBC News that these cases include applicants who gave false information in order to qualify for 3 social welfare schemes. Under the Social Pension Scheme, Fathiaki says over 2,000 beneficiaries were terminated, mainly due to deaths and false information. Fathiaki says 26,000 beneficiaries are currently part of the Poverty Benefit Scheme, out of which 4,035 have been terminated. He adds 387 recipients have been canned from the Care and Protection Allowance.
Reviews have been done, and we have discovered that some recipients have passed away. We have discovered that children are already turned 18, and some cases were terminated. We have ongoing cases that we have come across where we have discovered the abuse of the assistance. And we come through this when we conduct our reviews. That people do not qualify.
Developers of the WG Friendship Plaza in Suva are demolishing the retaining wall which encroached into the property of Holy Trinity Anglican School 2 months ago. With the stop work order still in place, WG's acting chief executive Ron Ding claims they've been given permission by the Suva City Council to carry out this work.
We're demolishing our retaining wall which is encroaching into this area. And at this stage, we have already submitted our letter to the SCC to cut off our balcony, which is encroached to the church area.
The stop-work order doesn't stop us from removing the encroaching area. So the only work that is currently happening is this area over here, which is the retaining wall part. Once it is done, we'll once again review with SCC and negotiate for the lifting of the stop-work order.
The Suva City Council has not responded to questions sent by FBC News. A 32-year-old man charged with the alleged murder of a New Zealand national has been further remanded in custody. Rusciate Raiwalui has been charged with 1 count of murder. State lawyers informed the court that they are still waiting for further investigations in the conspiracy of an alleged illicit drug trade. It's alleged that on May 8th, Raiwalui murdered Ashkan Farsani in Lami. The New Zealand businessman was dropped off at the CWM hospital with stab wounds on his chest. He was pronounced dead later. The case will be recalled on October 25th for pre-trial conference. License fees are one of the major challenges faced by businesses every year. Minister for Industry and Trade Premila Kumar says under the current Business Licensing Act, different fees are attached to various requirements. Kumar says the existing system is a burden on micro businesses and the ministry is working on reforms which will lead to a new business licensing structure starting January next year.
This will be based on the 3 or 4 tiered system where we will have the micro businesses, small, medium and large, paying different fees and one time, one fee.
The stigmatization of people living with HIV and AIDS is prevalent across the region. UNAIDS Regional Director Eamon Murphy says this is a major challenge towards achieving the Sustainable Development Goal number 3.3 to end the AIDS epidemic. Murphy says people's needs health services across the country and openly discuss private health issues with medical practitioners.
Stigma and discrimination is always a challenge, and so there are a number of bottlenecks to Fiji achieving the SDGs and 3.3, and so we're here to discuss how to move that forward.
Coming up, Eden Park worry for Matawalu.
Bula na lang ko siya do tali taga wali rongo sirma ko na do Fiji na kasi.
Bula eu Veronica Melo toca do tali na Radio Fiji wan ando mai viti. Na vango merre telawa go ngai tabua ando tali ta kana rongo na Radio Fiji wan ando mai viti.
Bula go ngai no keimba ando tali ta wali na rongo na Radio Fiji wan ando mai viti. Na wali.
Ana dango saniter kwati ando tali ta ka lebu na rongo na Radio Fiji wan en Osori.
Radio Fiji wan ando mai viti.
Welcome back. It may just be another test for Flying Fijians, but for Nicola Matawalu, it's more than that. The Flying Fijians halfback is excited about the Tonga clash, but says Eden Park will be like home ground advantage for the Tongans on Saturday. He's known as an entertainer in the team, but he understands what the Flying Fijians will be getting themselves into on Saturday at Eden Park in Auckland, New Zealand.
Of course, we all know when Tonga play against Fiji, it's always physical. And to be fair, we're going to play at Eden Park. It's like Tongan home ground. It's a big challenge to us. We're not going to take that softly. We're going to go there and just do our job to prepare for the World Cup.
The first Fijian to be appointed to the World Rugby Law Review Committee says there's a lot of work to be done regarding player safety. Koli Sewambu, who is the lone representative from the Pacific on the committee, says one of the areas of concern at the moment is the scrum.
The recent one that we had is just that scrum law, where now there must be a visible gap just before the engagement in the scrums. Because what they found out through researches and studies is that the hookers, from some of the top hookers around the world, that there's a lot of load in their axial, which puts a lot of pressure in their spinal areas. So the recent change is more around player welfare.
The Fiji Football Association and FIFA have signed a tender for a new football academy to be built in Lambasa and a new gym at the Fiji FA headquarters in Vatuanga, Suva. FIFA representatives are in the country for an infrastructure workshop under the FIFA Forward program. Fiji FA President and FIFA Council member Rajesh Patel says this program will be beneficial for Fiji and the OFC member associations. Patel adds more infrastructure needs to be developed and maintained to grow the sport. This is the first time Fiji is hosting a high-profile FIFA event. The workshop ends today.
It benefits us because it's very timely. Like we had done the 2 tenders for the infrastructure that the